way. Oh, hello, everybody. If you can see this, then my plan worked. I am old and technologically challenged, but I'm trying to do something right here. Let me see here. Sorry. There we are. Okay. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to read the Joran van der Sloot confession. I don't say his name right. I'm sorry. I know that I don't. I'm just going to apologize right away. Joran van der Sloot. Joran. I know you guys are all saying it with me and saying it the way you guys say it, and I mean no disrespect to anybody. I'm just not saying it right. I'm going to be reading from the October 3rd, 23 transcript of a portion of a recorded interview of Joran van der Sloot first. And we will go into everything that's available to us publicly right now through the document service that I am subscribed for. I'm really happy that her mother got what she needed. And it's been a long time in coming. She went different ways at Joran. She tried being almost a mother figure to him and visiting him in jail and bringing him a Mars bar. I believe that was what it was. It was a candy bar that he liked. I believe it was a Mars bar. I don't have that with me right now to check. So allegedly a Mars bar, we'll say that. She tried everything to get him to tell her what really happened to her daughter. I'm referring to Beth Holloway, about her daughter, Natallee Holloway. She, of course, wanted him prosecuted in the beginning. That's what anybody wanted. But it became very clear that the authorities were not going to cooperate. And there were too many crooked, dirty politics involved to do the right thing. So Joran was never going to his day in court as we, as Americans, put it. Okay. So Natalie's mother tried to get as creative as could be. There were different ways she went about it. Ultimately, in this way, she may be able to attain some closure. But what she did was brilliant. She knows that Joran is the biggest narcissist. And so she took a jab at him and said, "You look horrible, Joran. You look horrible." And that cut him deeper than any knife ever could. I was like, yeah, she knew what she was doing. And he does. He looks terrible. He had the youthful good looks. I guess some people thought he was attractive. But now he looks more like a thumb than anything. He's really, really unattractive. Although somebody did marry him in prison and have a child with him beyond all logical thought. So anyway, we go here and we have this transcript. And it says here that this portion is from timestamp 2143 to 2548. And they abbreviate his name to JVDS, so Joran van der Sloot. So JVDS's attorney, Kevin Butler, is interviewing JVDS during this portion. In the event any discrepancies are perceived between the original tape recording and the transcript, the recording will be the final authority. So if you hear me narrate something that is not exact to what you hear, it could be the transcript, or I may have mispronounced. I am just a human being doing this, and I apologize in advance for anything that I may mispronounce. My intent is to get this out there so that you can hear the latest in all factual notions that are there. And hopefully you can listen to this while you are doing something else, gardening, driving, sleeping, whatever you'd like. So we go here, and it has a timestamp 2143, and JVDS says, plus, she asked to go back to her hotel, but I was trying to get dropped off a little bit further away from her hotel so we could walk back to her hotel, and I might still get a chance to be with her. Butler says, okay. JVDS says, so that's what I was hoping for. Butler says, okay, so what happens? JVDS says, yeah, and Deepak drops me off at another place, a little right of the Marriott Hotel known as the Fisherman's Hut. This place is not so far from, the hotel that is the Marriott, and the next hotel after that is another Marriott, which is a timeshare. And then it's the Holiday Inn. We talk along the beach. Butler says, all right, do Deepak and Satish get out? Come with what happens? And JVDS says, no, Deepak and Satish leave. They leave, they go back to their home. I assume they go back to their home. They get in their car and leave. I'm actually with, I'm with Natalie walking along the beach. I find a space before we get to the Marriott Hotel where I lay her down. We lay down together in the sand, and we start kissing each other, and I get her to kiss me again, and we start kissing each other. And I start feeling her up, and again she tells me no. She tells me that she doesn't want to feel her up. I insist. I keep feeling her up either way. She knees me. She ends up kneeing me in the crotch. When she knees me in the crotch, I get up and on the beach, and I kick her extremely hard in the face, and yeah, she's laying down and unconscious. Possibly even dead, but definitely unconscious. And I see right next to her there's a huge cinder block laying on the beach. Butler says, when you say cinder block, I'm looking at those walls at this place. Is it like those? And Euron says, exact same cinder blocks. I see a huge cinder block laying on the beach. I take this and yeah, I smash her head in with it completely. Yeah, her face basically, collapses in. Even though it's dark, I can see her face is collapsed in. Afterwards, I don't exactly know what I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And I decide to take her and to put her in the ocean. So I grab her and I half pull up and half walk up with her into the ocean. I push her off. I walk up to about my knees in the ocean, and I push her off. I push her off into the sea. Yeah, after that, I get out and I walk home. I should have definitely put a trigger warning on this. I will of course not be able to monetize this as this is sensitive, and if you need to take a break, please do. Now, this is audio submitted separately. So what we have here well, that was supposed to show more, and it didn't. So that is absolutely his confession. When it came through as 4 pages, I assumed there would be more. So it says audio submitted separately. All right. So page 4 of 4. I try not to look ahead when I do these so that you have my most natural reaction. As you can see, I very much thought this would be longer. That's the confession. Basically, we got him to this point this week. The gist of it that comes out is that her body was washed away. The way that the news report said is that they got this, they got what they wanted, and basically they got him to admit that from that point he doesn't know what happened to Natallee. We can assume. Me personally, I don't I don't believe this. If this happened this way, with the amount of searching that they did, I believe that they would have found her. But I am no expert in how that area in the ocean is. I don't know how deep it is. I don't know where he is saying that he brought her to. I don't know the kind of ocean life that's out there. I don't know if there are, what kind of predators there are out there. I don't know if there are sharks. I don't know. So without knowing too much, I see why the news reports left it as this. I'm heartbroken to listen to this because of the way that this poor girl's last moments were. And he's an absolute bastard. I mean, he's disgusting, and I I don't think that prison is where he needs to be. I think that I'll be happier when I know that he's rotting in hell. So this is Joran van der Sloot's confession, and that's what we know, which is published right now. I assume other parts will come out with the actual audio recording. And thank you for listening to this point. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I thank you for listening. Thank you. Bye bye.